welcome to today's deep dive. We've got a really fascinating stack of tech specs in front of us today. We are looking specifically at the Zenty ZT-455 55-inch 1080p splicing LCD display.
Yeah, which is quite the mouthful.
Right, it really is. But our mission for you today is to unpack these schematics and figure out to understand the invisible industrial strength infrastructure running things like major media operations and massive video surveillance rooms and emergency command centers.
Exactly. I mean, we're looking at a highly specialized piece of hardware here. It's not something you just pick up for a living room.
No, definitely not.
But it is something you rely on the users of every single day, just to keep the modern world turning.
Okay, let's just jump right in and unpack this.
Yeah.
Looking at the main spec, 1080p resolution, I have to admit I was a little skeptical at first.
How so?
Well, my smartphone has a sharper resolution than that. If someone is outfitting a cutting-edge command center, shouldn't they be buying 4K or 8K screens by now?
Sure, yeah, if you were just buying one single screen, absolutely. But the magic here is really in that word splicing.
Splicing.
Right. These units feature this ultra-narrow 3.5mm bezel, so when you tile them together, those borders practically just vanish.
Oh, so you're stacking them.
Exactly. Instead of buying one giant screen, you're stacking a grid of these 1080p displays like high-tech Lego bricks. You snap 16 of them together seamlessly, and you've essentially just built a massive ultra-high-definition 8K canvas.
Wow, okay, that makes a lot more sense. It's an entire ecosystem, not just a single monitor sitting on a desk.
Precisely.
And the spec sheet makes it really clear these are built for a completely different environment. I mean, there's a heavy-duty metal casing designed to shield against radiation, magnetic interference, and even strong electric fields.
Which is critical when you consider where these are actually installed.
Like a global newsroom or a traffic control center.
Yeah, you can't have a monitor glitch out just because of ambient electrical interference. These splicing setups require an integrated design that ensures totally stable, continuous 24/7 operation.
Because a failure in a high-stakes environment isn't just an annoyance, it's a major operational hazard.
Absolutely.
And I'd imagine leaving a static data dashboard up for 24 hours a day is another massive hazard.
Yeah.
Burn-in has to be a real concern with these.
It is, and that's exactly why the Zenty model incorporates built-in anti-burn technology.
Along with the direct-lit LED backlighting and local dimming.
Right, it keeps the image really sharp without degrading the panel over time or consuming massive amounts of power, which is incredibly vital when you are running, say, 20 of these units simultaneously.
That makes perfect sense. The spec sheet also lists the brightness at 450 candelas per square meter. Translating that from the raw data, we are talking about a screen bright enough to easily cut through the heavy, harsh overhead lighting you typically find in those secure control rooms.
Plus, it maintains a 178-degree viewing angle.
So an operator standing way off to the side still gets a clear view.
Right, a totally immersive view of the data. And the versatility extends to how it's mounted, too. It supports both portrait and landscape configurations.
And how it connects. It has ports for literally everything from modern display ports and HDMI to legacy analog hookups like CBBS and VGA.
Which means you could plug a 20-year-old security camera or a brand new PC right into it without needing a whole stack of adapters.
That flexibility is incredible.
It's exactly why integrators rely on hardware like this. It bridges the gap between raw data coming from dozens of different sources and the human operators trying to actually make sense of it all in real time.
And the crazy part is the logistics of building a wall like this. At $700 a pop from HDTVSupply, outfitting a 20-screen wall adds up pretty fast.
It definitely does.
Fortunately, our sources noted a 25% off promo code you can apply at checkout. It's just the phrase 25% off.
That helps quite a bit.
Along with the included 5-year warranty, lifetime tech support, and free USA shipping.
Ultimately, the real so what for you, the listener, is recognizing that this single piece of hardware represents the hidden, highly durable infrastructure of our data-heavy world.
It really does.
Getting massive amounts of information out of the cloud and into the eyes of decision makers requires reliable, industrial-strength tools that literally never sleep.
It's a massive technological achievement we completely take for granted every day. Which leaves us with this final thought. As our global infrastructure and emergency responses rely more and more on these massive, uninterrupted data walls, what happens to human decision-making if the invisible power grid keeping them alive ever goes dark? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.